What up, y'all? Can y'all hear me in the chat? Can y'all hear me out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Sky Squad? Are we in the building or what? Sky Squad, are we in the building? Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. We good, we good, we good. So, we about to get some things started, y'all. We about to get some things on and popping up in here. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Okay. Let me adjust my camera real quick so I can get y'all on the best settings. I don't know what I'm doing up in here. All right, there we go. That's looking better right there. Hold on 1 second, guys. I should have adjusted this before I got up in the room. All right. That's looking better. That's looking a little bit better right there. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? Let me know how you're doing in the good chatterization. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Also, let me know where you guys are watching from. We are going live today. Just because, listen, yesterday the news was popping. We did like 4 videos, y'all. We did 4 videos, and your boy is tired, and I ain't getting none of my errands ran yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and do this live thing. I see everybody's in the chat. I see some of the faves in the house. Yaya, Egypt, Mary. I see y'all. I see y'all. Let me know. Okay, Chanel got her workout on. She's feeling good. Yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from, and then we're gonna go ahead and stage dive right on in. I'm so glad that you guys could make it in with us this morning, and we're about to stage dive into the news. First things first, I want to talk about K. Michelle, guys. K. Michelle is in the news again. Storm Monroe. Oh, my brother, my brother, my brother. Thank you for this super chat. We appreciate you and we love you over here in the Sky Squad. Thank you so much for that. I see you doing big things over there, getting it popping. We're going to go ahead and get into this discussion about K. Michelle. She's in the news again. She's being exposed by a former video producer as well as the stylist on the video, okay, for acting up, okay, on the video set with the City Girls. Okay, now the song was for, what was the song for? It was for Superhood with City Girls and Cash Doll. So people was commenting on that, okay? And definitely I see a comment in here. Prayers up for Naya Rivera, okay? She was a Glee actress. Her son was found floating in the river in a boat. He was alive. He was asleep, I guess, but she was nowhere to be found. So she's missing right now, and she is presumed to have been, to be dead at this point. So we want to just send shout outs to her and her family, and we want to send prayers to her and, the best wishes to her son. But right now, back to K. Michelle. Let me get on over here to it, okay? Now, I'm doing something a little bit different. We're going to try something a little bit different with this. So K. Michelle, right? So apparently the stylist is calling her out, saying that I styled Kimberly for this video. She publicly humiliated me, threw a flower vase at me, and still has unpaid invoices. But yeah, that would have been cute for Carisha, okay? Somebody had commented, am I the only one that wanted Carisha from the City Girls to rub her belly when she said might give a baby to him, okay? Now, this is again for the video for K. Michelle's song Superhood featuring City Girls and Cash Doll, okay? So then a producer jumped in to the thing and was like, I produced this video and I can attest to a lot of drama. K. Michelle cussed out, threatened, and attempted to attack a director because she didn't like how she looked and was there over $7,000 in overages and damages to location. So listen, your girl K. Michelle is continuously acting up, okay? Now, you guys may remember when she first came on the scene back in Love and Hip Hop, right? Remember way back then, that first season, everybody thought she was a firecracker, right? But if you noticed, and I don't know if a lot of people picked up on this. I don't know if a lot of people picked up on it. K. Michelle, one by one, literally got into it with every single female on that show. It seems like she falls out with every single one of her friends Even when they were on the show, we had Paris. She fell out with her over some money. Okay, she fell out with Mimi. She fell out with she was shaking the table on that good Karlie Red. She was going off on Rashida. She was even beefing with Kirk, Rashida's husband. You know, to me, I kind of feel like, listen, and I don't want to. Here's the thing. Let me get back on the screen. Let me come back on the screen because we got to talk. Okay. Here's my thing with K. Michelle. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, she was beefing with that good Tamar right after saying about how, you know, when the devil is trying to bring you down, you need to rise above it. I'm paraphrasing what she said. Trust me, I know. But at the end of the day, my thought is this, girl, you are stunting your own growth. I feel like K. Michelle is stunting her own growth. She is a very talented singer. She's very, very ambitious. I feel like brands even want to work with her. She had the whole Jack Daniels partnership. I'm not sure if that's still going or not. She's successfully putting out material, album after album after album after album. But at the end of the day, doesn't it feel like something is holding her back? Don't y'all feel like it might be her? Like she might be the person with the issue? If you got an issue with everybody, you might be the issue. Okay? And I think it's time that she starts to really take a look at that, because otherwise I have my fear for her. And I really, it really is a fear at this point. My fear for this sister is that she is going to just continuously F up her career. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't, if you, here's my thing. This is my stance on beef within a specific industry. Okay. If you continuously having beef with people or whatever, specifically in the music industry, people are not going to want to work with you. It's that simple. It's that way in outside of the music industry as well. You stunt your own bag when you continuously have these little like hood-like moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you need to come out of that. You don't have to be there no more. You're not fighting for your life no more. You at a point now where your life is good. So I don't understand what the whole situation is and why she continues to do this. Does anybody else understand what I'm saying? Do you feel me? Nikki T says she's talented, but she just needs to be quiet. I absolutely agree with that. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? DM, yes, I am exasperated. Okay, I agree. I definitely agree. It's going to be real hard for people to look at her and want to take her seriously as a brand when you out here just willy-nilly acting crazy and then causing drama on sets. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole, now see, let me tell you something. Industry-wise, that's a no-no right there. Because what people don't realize is it's one thing for her to have these beefs out here with, you know, Tamar and stuff like that. That already looks crazy. Thank you, DM. That already looks crazy to me. But when you take it to, when you start taking that stuff to your job, that's even worse. Because people in the industry talk, and when you develop a reputation like that, that not only goes from the hairstylist to the producers, that type of stuff always ends up with the executives. So I just kind of feel like I want her to do better. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this video was what, last year or a year and a half ago or something like that. But still, those types of things will follow you and people will talk. And you don't only just have the hairstylist talking about you, you have the producer talking about you too. I can't. I want the best for K. Michelle, but I don't know that she wants the best for her as well. But that's all I got to say about that. I want to move on to this whole situation with Nicole Murphy. And I got to pull up the video because your girl, Lisa Raye, is dragging her yet again. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Lisa Raye and Nicole Murphy have a thing because it is alleged that good Nicole Murphy had done slept with Lisa Raye's husband when she was married. Okay, so there's that. Just to give you guys the backstory on that. Now I'm gonna play you, if I can pull it up. I'm gonna play you guys the video right now. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, here it is.
Because I only have beef with 2 people in this world, and the whole world know who that is. That's Dwayne Martin and Nicole Murphy. They're the only 2. Okay. Otherwise, anybody else, I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah, you know. So they just took it content, but it's good now. It's cool. I think the ones that just want to have a little meow is just ones that's just still angry and just don't know any better. But they'll get over it. They know. They even took that and some Lisa Raye said that Nicole Murphy took her husband. She did not say that. I didn't say that. First of all, can't nobody take nobody from anybody. I'm too old to know. I know better than that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give it that. Like I said, what I said is that yes, we've all done some good. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it amongst friends and you done did it more that's what I meant. It's almost like we knew Layla Rashad been married for 20 years to this man. Girl, what are you doing? Why? Like, that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Because I know inside, too, there was almost like, oh, and then because I know what you did last summer. I know what you did to me and to some of other people. I'm out here looking like, girl, you need your book. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. And I really hate that because Nicole and I had a conversation about this. And she said to me, she said, I waited for a long time to be able to talk to you. She said, but you never would let me, basically, because it was almost like it was going to come over here. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't together. You know what I mean? And then when you think about it, it's like, what is this about? You know what I mean? It's like, I've been divorced for so many years, girl, but if you try to act like we friends, and that's what put me up. When she said, hey, I said, that right there made Chicago come out. It was like, well, let me get a little closer to you. So if whatever that was about, you want to say, hi, let me get right here with you. What does it mean? You know what I mean? So and that's what happened. And so she said to me, I don't want us to have this beef between us because we're older women, we're in the business, we're going to see each other. And I said to myself, I said to her, I said, I don't either. Because this don't have to be. However, if you're going to tell me a story, tell me the truth. If you're not going to tell me the truth, walk away. Right. When she said what she said, I took what she said. And I was like, okay. It was a goddamn lie, but it was like, okay. I'm sorry. Once I went back to the source and my receipt, he's like, yo, my mama said knock you out. Said, knock you out. And it was like, I'm going to make a conscious decision and just plead the fifth. But when she sat hot on that Wendy Williams couch and lied and said that I was a liar, that's what brought this back up. Then it was like, no, we talked about this. We don't have to talk about this publicly. Come see me. Come see me. And I mean that even right now today. Come and see me. Like, you know what I mean? Am I going to see her and whoop her? Absolutely not. It's not worth it. It is not worth it to me. But if you ask me if I got a beef with somebody and if it's out there that I don't like, I'm telling you right now, it's not. I'm saying.
Okay, so let me tell you why I brought this up, guys. Lisa Raye, okay, has been in the news a lot lately. From clashing with the Barbs, Nicki Minaj, you know, and it's all really stemming from a lot of what she's doing on Claudia Jordan's show on Fox Soul, okay? Now, I'm playing you guys this because, number one, I know we done talked about it time and time again, okay? It's old news, Lisa. Let it go, Elsa. Let it go, okay? But I guess it's hard to let go of it when somebody done slept with your husband, okay? Your ex-husband, anyway. But the reason I play this for you guys is to emphasize a point. I think Lisa Raye would make a good housewife, okay? Whether she wants to acknowledge it or not, okay? In order to be a good housewife, you can't be able to let go of the drama, okay? You got to hold on to the drama for a long time. She is definitely able to do that, Exhibit A. She a little bit gangster with it too, okay? Exhibit B. She got that Chi-Town in her, Exhibit C. You know what I'm saying? She's got the connections to the streets in Atlanta via the Brat and all of them, Exhibit D. I just feel like I don't understand why she just don't give it on up. I don't know what else she doing. I mean, go on over here to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Go ahead and serve it up. You know what I'm saying? You can Here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. They feel like when they get on Housewives, they got to act up. You know what I'm saying? They got to act up. That's not really the case. You can be yourself. You can have natural conflict, but you ain't got to be fighting everybody. You ain't got to pull people's hair and all that kind of stuff like that in order to be a successful housewife. Come on now. I just wanted to emphasize that because I was like, girl, I don't know how much longer you need to, we're going to have to discuss this. At a certain point in time, you guys to let this whole thing go. Now, I understand Nicole Murphy might be a trash box, and I hate to call somebody that, but she might be that. She might just be. Can I ask y'all a question? In the chat. Can I ask y'all a question? Do you have a friend in your friend group that you would not trust with your man or your girl? Let me know in the chat. Because that's Nicole Murphy. That's Nicole Murphy. I feel like everybody got a friend group with a friend that you would not trust with your man or your girl. I see some yeses. Okay. Just Lala says Lisa is about that life. Absolutely. I see a couple of people saying no, they don't have that person in their life, and I get it. And God has blessed you, okay? God has blessed you, but I feel like there's that one friend in my life that I know. I'm like, I love you, boo, but I wouldn't trust you with my back turned. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing. Now, is it one of my best friends? Absolutely not. No. But it's somebody in the circle. You know what I'm saying? It could just be somebody in the circle. Bianca says I have two. That's what I'm saying. Mimi says I've had family do it to me. Okay. That's the thing. You just kind of, maybe they haven't done it to you yet, but you just don't trust that they wouldn't do it to you because maybe you have seen them do it to somebody else. And I feel like that's what Nicole Murphy is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's just that type of friend that you just got to keep one eye on. You know what I'm saying? The one eye got to always be over here on the lookout for what she's trying to do because you just don't ever know. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Look. RJ says, I trust no one with my man, period. Okay. There you go. All right. So I want to move on real quick because I got a question for you guys. Okay. This is less of a topic of news, but it is news, but it's more of a question. Okay. I want to discuss Kanye West real quick because I want us to have a family discussion, right? Y'all know I like when we have our discussions on here, I like it to be a family thing. We can talk about all the stuff that we want to, but we keep it in the family, right? So let's talk about it. Kanye West, okay? The streets are saying that he's in the midst of a serious bipolar episode and the family is very concerned, okay? Now let me go down the list of what's happening right now. The man is saying that he's running for president in 2020, okay? Under the birthday party, okay? Not the Republican Party, not the Democratic Party, but the birthday party, okay? Then he says he no longer supports President Trump because he didn't like that President Trump went and hid in the bunker during the Black Lives Matter protests, okay? Then he says he's okay with siphoning off black votes from the Democratic nominee, which would ultimately help Trump, okay? He says, I'm not denying it. I just told you to say that the black vote is Democratic is a form of white supremacy, okay? But the man has never actually voted in his life, okay? He said he had the wrong in February, okay? He's suspicious of the vaccine. And so much more. And he just did a crazy interview with Forbes magazine. I just want to know, okay, I have a problem with this because we are in some very trying times right now. We have a lot of issues that we are facing as a country, okay? Thank you, DM, for that. Now, here is my problem with this. Whether you are Democratic or Republican or whatever the case may be, I just personally feel like we have but one mission come November, and that is to get one person out of this office. Now, I'm sorry, to any Trump supporter in here, but I just feel like whatever your party affiliation, I do feel like we can all agree on that. The only way to do that at this point is going to likely be to vote for Biden, whether you like Biden or not. With Kanye jumping into this election process, I just feel like it's disturbing and dangerous to me. Because number one, you have never even voted a day in your life, and you want people to vote for you? Okay, that's one thing. The next thing is you are willing to split the votes that would take away from one presidential nominee who we would like to get into office just so that we can get the other one out. Now, thank you, Egypt. Now, my question to you guys is this. Do we excuse his behavior because he may be in the midst of a bipolar episode? Or do I need to look at him like I look at Terry Crews and just hit the ignore button altogether? What do we do about this man? Because at this point in time, Kanye West is dangerously problematic. I am just trying to figure out, what do you guys feel about this situation? What do we do? Do we just ignore? Okay. And then how do we do a general ignore so that we don't see him in our news feeds at all? Because ultimately speaking, you know, being bipolar is a serious issue. And I am not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. But what I do understand and what I do know is that if gone unchecked, it could be ultimately dangerous for not only the person, but also the people in that person's life. But you to take that even further, for him to be a public figure, it's 10 times more dangerous because of the rhetoric that he's putting out there. And I understand, you know, Kanye West does a lot of things to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But my problem is that there are some people out there who will listen to what he is saying, and they will ultimately vote for him because they may not like one of the parties that is running for president. So I'm just kind of torn at this moment about what to do, right? And I bring up this photo because it's floating around right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a photo of him floating around with wearing this jacket with the Confederate flag from 2013, right? The photo was from 2013, and it was at a point, I think, where New Slaves had come out from, I guess it was the Yeezus album. And he was saying at the time that he wanted to take ownership of the Confederate flag so that it didn't mean the same thing, okay? But here's my problem with that. You, at some point in time, are still wearing a symbol of oppression. You're wearing a symbol of oppression and you're hoping to make a statement from it, but the statement is confusing. It's very confusing. So I just feel like something needs to be done about Kanye West. That's pretty much what I feel like. Something needs to be done about him. Helene asked, is he still doing his church thing? Well, he is, I think he has a new album that's supposed to be coming out. So I'm guessing all of this is, you know, for album promotion. I just think that something needs to be done about him, and I'm not sure what it is or why there hasn't been some type of intervention of some sort. You know, I don't understand why it hasn't been done yet, because I feel like something needs to happen. You know, he needs a proper management team, a proper public relations team, and he needs a proper slapping from his wife. Okay, let's just call a thing a thing. You know what I'm saying? Would you ever let I know we can't control our spouses, but would you ever let your significant other run around saying some crazy stuff like that? Like, come on now, come on. Come on. Thank you, DM. So I'm gonna, and this topic was really a question for myself. Y'all know sometimes I come on here, I like to work my thoughts out with y'all because y'all sometimes can get me in the right frame of mind, right? I just needed to know, like, what should we do about him? Where is Kris Jenner? Where is she? She's normally pulling the strings. What is happening? Where is she? Why is she missing in action when this chaos is happening right now? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that's the news for today, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in so much, for taking out some time to sit and chat with me. Y'all mean the world to me. All of y'all, I see all of these names and I'm recognizing them time and time again. I am so appreciative of y'all for rocking with me, for rocking with the channel. I'm so happy that we have built this little community of people who care about the same things in terms of, like, you know, reality TV shows, Love and Hip Hop, Housewives, and sometimes we touch on a couple of things in pop culture. But also shout out to Storm Monroe for stopping by the channel. I love when my fellow YouTubers will stop by, and you know, that means a lot to me as well. So shout out to him and the Storm Chasers and everybody out there. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. I try to be, man. I try to be. I feel like it's positivity is the way to go. And we can do this. We can have these conversations. We can have these family conversations. And it doesn't have to be negative. It could be that we just discuss the news. We try to come up with a resolution for the problems that's happening, and then we continue about our day. And it sometimes makes for a nice little lunchtime break for anybody out there who may be working hard. If you're spending time with the kids, you know, you're homeschooling, whatever it is that you might be doing, you can stop in and listen and do a good chatterization for a little bit. And, you know, we'll just keep it moving like that. But prayers to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are wearing your mask. Stay safe. I want you guys to be safe so that we can continue to have these conversations each day. Y'all know I like to do it around lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? On East Coast lunchtime. Sorry for everybody else whenever you're seeing it, but we appreciate you for stopping by nonetheless. I think that's about it. That was all that I had on my list for today. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video.